Hello everybody, SSA here, aka Super Suna Arashi, your coach of the Groningen Noctowls, bringing you week 1 of the PMC Season 6 as we take on Austin, aka Garchomp The God, coach of the Lawrence Talonflames. First match of the season, very important because you want to start off with a good result in the first match of every season. We're bringing Infernape, Metagross, Mega Pinsir, Suicune, Vileplume and Murkrow, holding the Sea Crystal, the Flyinium Z, while my opponent is bringing Donphan, Mega Medicam, Dragonite, Sylveon, Entei and Blastoise. So with mons like Mega Medicam and Entei there and even the Sylveon, it's a very dangerous team to face off against in the first week. We're bringing an Infernape with Stealth Rocks and Focus Sash. We're bringing a Metagross with the Assault Vest, a Suicune with Leftovers of course, Black Sludge on the Vileplume, and I also already mentioned that the Murkrow is holding the Flyinium Z. And in this match, of course, my plan was to start off right away with the Infernape, putting up the Stealth Rocks so that we can actually handle the Dragonite in this match. He's actually going to start out with his Donphan, trying to do the same strategy as I have in the beginning, putting up the Stealth Rocks on my side of the field because it could potentially hurt my team in the long run. So as you can see here, my Infernape is on my side of the field, Donphan on his side of the field. We're both going to put up the Stealth Rocks right here. And at this point, I don't want to risk losing that much HP on my Infernape, so I decided to switch out into my Vileplume because Vileplume can actually do amazing damage against this Donphan. So as you can see here, he has his Stealth Rocks on the side of the field. I'm going to switch out my Infernape, we're still on full health, and we're going into boss the Vileplume because boss can actually take a hit from this Donphan. As you can see, the Vileplume will take some damage with that Earthquake, but with the Black Sludge, we're gonna gain some HP back, and we're going to use Giga Drain, and we will be back at full HP. And look at that damage right there on the Donphan with that Giga Drain. We're back at full HP. He's actually going to use Earthquake, and that is going to do the same amount of damage that we just received. But with the Black Sludge, we're now in a much better position. Now here, I decided that I'm gonna click Sleep Powder because I knew there was a chance he was going to switch out. If he was going to switch out, there was a high potentially that he would go into the Entei. So I was like, I'm gonna click Sleep Powder because if we can get Sleep Powder on the Entei, that gives us a huge momentum in the match to actually, switch out my Vileplume on this Entei and do some, damage against him. So I'm going to switch out my Vileplume here, going into my Suicune because Suicune counters this Entei perfectly. So here we are with the Suicune, and I now know that I can click a Calm Mind here because he's either going to stay in or he's going to switch out, and the latter will most likely happen because why would you stay in with an Entei on a Suicune? So, getting a Calm Mind off here was very simple for me. So here's the Calm Mind. The Calm Mind will now pop off, but of course he has a right answer with Blastoise here, and I didn't run Toxic this week with Suicune. So at here, I was like, okay, I can try to Scald this thing, it will not do that much damage, but if I can try to get the burn on the Blastoise, it will probably help us out much later in the match. So here I was going for the Scald, you can see that it's actually doing no damage at all. He's going to Rapid Spin his Stealth Rocks away, which sucks because that means that his Dragonite has a free switch in this match. And I was like, I can try to Scald him, and try to get the burn. And that was my only strategy at this point. So I decided that it's not going to work out that much if I try to Scald him that much. So I decided to go into my Vileplume while he is actually going to roar out. Now, my Murkrow comes in. Let me actually pause this for a second right here because this here was a perfect moment for Murkrow to come in on the roar. As you might know, I have the Flyinium Z, and I also got Mirror Move on this Murkrow. So if I click C Mirror Move right now, we will copy that roar, and if we're lucky, we can actually get some momentum in this match. Like, amazing momentum in this match. So as you can see here, we will of course get some damage by the Cell-Drugs. He will get some leftovers back on his Blastoise. His Blastoise hasn't been damaged that much with my Suicune. I played a really bad there with the Suicune. But here we go. Mirror move C. C mirror move on the Murkrow. So we're going to get 2 boosts in attack. And we are going to change into C Roar. Now we're going to switch out into the Mega Medicam, which is perfect for us. Now I do have to say that I did play this a bit badly, but it's not going to do that much for us. He's going to switch out, and I clicked Sucker Punch because I thought, you know, in my head, if he's going to attack, I think Sucker Punch had a more chance to kill instead of Brave Bird. But I should have just went for the Brave Bird right there. In the end, it doesn't really matter. We're going to Brave Bird right now to kill off the Donphan. So basically, that was a turn of, you know, just a turn wasted, but the same thing happened if I went the other way. Now here comes the Dragonite. Now I knew, now he knows that I have Sucker Punch. So I'm going to use the Thunder Wave with my Prankster ability to cripple this Dragonite at least. So that if he was going to go for the Dragon Dance with the paralyzation there is a chance that we can maybe get some luck out there with the Hex. He's going to Dragon Dance up, so his attack will rust, and of course his speed will rust. And now I can just click freely on Brave Bird and do as much damage as possible. And Murkrow is basically going to die in this round. But just look at this damage right here. That is doing exactly half Brave Bird. Imagine if he got paralyzed right there. Imagine if he got paralyzed right there. Murkrow could have gotten another kill right here. But Murkrow played amazingly here, and you know, all props for Murkrow to get a kill and to cripple down this Dragonite, who is going to get the paralyzation right here. And now Meteor Mash on the Dragonite, and X-Drive the Metagross can get a kill here. And Metagross is on a roll. I'm just going to pause it right here for a second. To all you guys out there who were like confused why I picked Metagross round 1, we're now going to see what is actually going to happen. Because here we are. Entei is still asleep. Amazingly done by the Vileplume earlier in this match. We can now click Earthquake, and if he is still asleep, which you can see right here, we can actually get a second kill with the Metagross right here. This is an Adamant Metagross with an Assault Vest, so it's still doing a lot of damage on the Entei, killing it off right here. And now, you know, Soaker comes in, the Blastoise. Now, of course, he's going to do the same thing that I did before, trying to burn me so that I can do a lot of damage with my Metagross. But as you can see here, we're not going to get the burn. We are going to the Earthquake, and the Earthquake will not be enough to kill off the Blastoise. And with the leftovers damage, that was, by the way, a critical hit. And with the leftovers damage, we cannot kill off the Blastoise. So what I was hoping here is he's not going to burn me. I can Earthquake right now, and in the next turn I can Bullet Punch, killing it off without taking the risk of getting a burn either way, so that the Metagross is still intact with attack stat. Look at that, lives on 2 HP or something like that. But either way, with the cogs and everything, I knew with the Bullet Punch, you know, the Blastoise will go down either way. So here we go, bam, third kill for Metagross in the first match of this season. Amazingly done, and I'm so happy that we got Metagross this season again, because I love Metagross, and as you can see here, it's going to stack up on kills on this season. Now there we go, the Mega Medicam comes in here, and he's of course going to Mega Evolve. And I don't know if... I think in this league you don't have to Mega Evolve right away from the start. I think I mentioned that in the draft analysis, but he's going to hit a high jump kick here, which is going to kill my Metagross, unfortunately. So Metagross is going down, and now I can just go freely into my Mega Pinsir, and we can just click Facade and just, you know, get the last 2 kills here with Mega Pinsir on the Medicam. And his last Pokemon, of course, is Sylveon, who can't really do anything against Pinsir here. So Mega Pinsir is here. We can now click Facade. I'm running Facade instead of Return, by the way, because I don't want to risk with the happiness and stuff. I know that, you know, there's a reason for that, but mostly I can jam my own Pokemon, so I have to, you know, run something else than Return, so that we can at least do as much damage as can possible in the match. As you can see here, Facade will do enough damage. Here, Hyper Voice. I don't think that even... if he got a crit, he would have killed me, so he was basically banking on a crit. But either way, I still have enough mons you know, that if Pinsir went down, we still have gotten a win, but instead of a 3-0 win, we're going to win with 4-0. So a 4-0 victory here. So I'm very happy that we managed to get a 4-0 victory right away from the start. Like, as I said in the beginning of this video, you want to start off amazing. You want to start off with a win, at least with a good differential, so that in the rest of the season you can actually follow up on that and maybe even try to, you know, start out good, that reaching playoffs is something that will be much easier to do at the end. And I think this season will be 10 matches in regular season, so we have 9 matches to go. Anything can still happen, but with this win, we had an amazing start right away, which I'm very happy about. Of course, I want to thank Austin for this match. Austin decided to took over another coach who couldn't be a part of the PMC. So, you know, I know he had like a very little time to prep and very little time to, you know, do the match in a short time. But I still want to thank him for actually doing the match, because with that I could have still won, but with a forfeit, and I'd rather, you know, actually play my matches in a league instead of getting forfeit wins or forfeit losses or anything forfeit related. But with that, of course, all of the coaches will be in the link below. I don't know, it wasn't in the draft analysis yet, but I know they're working on a, you know, list of all the coaches and their links, so that we can put that in the description. The PMC links to the YouTube, Twitter, and Discord will be in the description below, so be sure to check that out well. Join the Discord, and I will make sure that I will put Austin's view of the match in the description as well. I will always do that. Thanks to MidPokeMaster for giving me this replay. I will put his link to his YouTube in the description below. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you're hyped for more matches in the PMC this week, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash the subscribe button down below, and hit that bell icon, because then you get notified every time I upload a new video, and that is sincerely appreciated. And I will see you next week when we face Obo, coach of the Houston Lexus, if I'm not mistaken. So until then, and have a nice week.